to no shadow.
Its amber eyes flickered.
Then it went still, frozen solid from the inside out.
Aizen drooped to one knee, panting. Himu slid off the back, his sword ringing as it came free. La Pintas rose it over and helped Aizen up. He said, 自己がどんだいれんだよ.
Heavy.
She said, you are ridiculous. As the sentinels floated from club boots to gravel, the arena shimmered. Green light cutted in the center where the construct had stood, and the presence materialized not solid, not a body, but a shape made of leaves and light, and the collective awareness of every tree in
The forest.
the forest guardian spoke without sound, directly into their minds. And I ask one question. Why do you seek the Cogning Spool? Freya answered Mirai Hazetejin.
Because Hime liked the flowers.
The guardian was silent for a long time.
Then the trees behind us parted with curtains, and the botanical archive stood revealed in golden light, a stone building covered in vines and blossoms. The answer was enough. The botanical archive was not unlike the Green Market Hall. It was small, intimate, a single room of warm stone-covered floor to ceiling with flowering vines that had been growing undisturbed for thousands of years. Shelves lined every wall, holding clay parts of preserved seeds, dried flowers pressed between glass, and scrolls bound in leaf green ribbon. The air smelled like a garden in perpetual spring. Clearing stood in the doorway and did not move for a very long time. Her eyes swept the shelves with the expression of someone who had finally arrived at the end of a very long road.
Sish. Sish.
She moved through the archive with reverence, running her fingers along scrolls, reading titles in ancient Irvan.
Spore propagation. Roots stones of the singing oak. The mathematics of Peto, Shimuchiki.
She pulled scroll after scroll from the shelves, checking and replacing, her pace gradually quickening. Lockpinza sat on the floor and watched. This was Friarin at your most alive. Not casting battle magic or analyzing enemies, but reading about flowers with the intensity of someone reading love letters.
I find it.
Freeland's voice was very quiet. She held a small scroll sealed with a wax stamp shaped like a winter balloon.
The Verdenbudum.
She said,
A spell for growing flowers in frozen ground. Designed by elven botanist. He believed that beauty should not be seasonal.
She broke the seal carefully, her hands steady despite something in her eyes that was not steady at all. She unrolled the parchment and wrote it in silence. Kitashi. Himo waited.
Haito waited.
Haito waited. Aizen waited. La princess held her breath.
It is elegant.
Freren said finally, and she almost smiled.
The spell works by creating a localized warmth field in the soil, just enough feet to mimic spring at root level, while allowing the plant to display winter hardy traits above ground.
The incantation is 12 words.
The mana cost is Neguretaku. Ano Campitan Mage Ketasut.
She looked up at the party.
It's 100 years.
She said,
I searched for 800 years, and it is 12 words and a warm thought.
Himose!
To best Kens Eugenia.
They laughed at the panical Aikai as sunset painted the forest gold. The trial tree stood like silent witnesses as the party walked the path that the forest itself had opened for them. No more mushroom spores. No more walk changes. No more riddles. The trails were complete and the forest accepted them as worthy. Birds sang in the canopy for the first time since they were entered, and the path that had twisted and tested now ran straight and clear toward the edge of the trees. La Princess noticed Friarin holding the scroll against her chest like something precious, which it was.
They made camp at the forest's edge, where the septimal trees made the open grassland and the sky stretched out in every direction.
Himo made a fire because Himo always built fires at the end of good days. Haita produced a bottle of wine that Kia Payan had been saving for exactly this moment. Izzy accepted a cup and drank it in one go, which meant he was in a good mood. The stars came out one by one like an audience taking their seats. And for a while, they just sat together, 5 people who had walked through a dead city.